Hey guys, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Thanks for joining me on another one of my weekly deals wonder projects. I have a really fun Christmas card that I'm going to design for you, and I am going to be using our metallic foil doilies, and these can be found in our annual catalog. But I wanted to highlight the other items that are on our weekly deals this week because they are from our holiday catalog. And this is what the holiday catalog is. If you currently do not have one of these, please get in touch with me very quickly so I can send one of these out to you and so that you can take advantage of the weekly deals. But I want to highlight 3 items that are also part of the weekly deals. The first one is on page 16, and it is going to be the Perfect Pines framelit dies. So these are on sale this week, and it coordinates perfectly with this wonderful stamp set, Peaceful Pines. All right, so that's one of the items. And then the next one is going to be on page 25. And it is the Snow Flurry Punch, and you can see that it coordinates perfectly with the Flurry of Wishes, and this is just a beautiful stamp set. Either one that I just showed you would be great for Christmas cards. And then the last one is going to be on page 31, and that is the Festive Flower Builder Punch. So this item right here. And then like the other 2 items, this coordinates great for Reason for the Season. So there's 3 really good Christmas stamp sets that are a wonderful option, and the coordinating product is on sale this week. So I just wanted to show that to you really quickly. And like I said, if you don't have this, get in touch with me and I'll get a copy out to you as soon as possible. All right, so like I said, we're going to be using the metallic foil doilies, and I am going to be making a Christmas card. This is a 4x4, so what I've done, this is smoky slate cardstock, so I've cut it to 8x4, and then I scored it at 4 inches, so that gives us our 4x4 card. And with this, you can do a side opening or a top opening card. I think for this card, I'm going to do a top opening. Okay, I have a piece of vellum here that measures 1 inch by 6 inches, and I've ran my embossing buddy over the top of the vellum cardstock. What that does is that just gets rid of all of the static on the paper where the embossing powder may stick to. And what I'm going to be doing is using the Wonderland stamp set. I'm going to be embossing this snowflake pattern onto the vellum. Ideally, I would have liked to have had our fancy foil vellum in silver, but I don't have it, so I'm going to be creating my own pattern paper vellum. And I'm using Versamark, and this is just going to be a clear ink. You won't be able to see it on camera until after I sprinkle the embossing powder on there. So I'm just randomly stamping. This is just going to be a subtle background, and I think that looks good. And so what I'm going to do now is bring in our silver embossing powder. Like I said, I'm just going to sprinkle that over the entire cardstock and then just shake off the excess. And once you do this, if you find that you would like a little bit more of a pattern, you can always go back and stamp more, but I think that looks good. I'm going to take this over to my heat tool and heat emboss it, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's all set. Okay, so that's what it looks like, just that beautiful silver shine. And now what I'm going to do is use the Banner Triple Punch, and I'm just going to slide this in as far as it goes and just notch both ends. And while I'm doing this, I want to be sure to remind y'all about my big giveaway for the month of November. I am giving away a Big Shot, and I will link the post of where you can find that information in the video notes of this video, but just if you haven't heard, there's no purchase necessary. All you need to do is just go to that blog post and comment, and you will be entered in to win the Big Shot. Also, if you purchase in my online store using a hostess code, for every $25 that you spend, you will earn 1 entry. And then if you would like to earn even more entries, you can join my team. And for that, you will receive 5 entries. So obviously, the more entries you have, the better the chance of winning. And I will be drawing the winner, or I will be doing a random drawing at the end of this month. So you'll want to definitely be sure to take advantage of that. And if you have any questions about becoming a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, signing up, anything like that, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to speak to you. Okay, so this is just going to go right on there. And then this doily is going to be covering up the middle part. And because I can cover up, I'm going to be covering up the center part of the vellum, I'm going to go ahead and use snail. Normally, you want to kind of make the adhesive a little, you want to kind of hide the adhesive just because it shows through. But since I'm covering this up, it doesn't matter if the adhesive shows through. Okay, there, that looks centered. The next thing that we are going to do is stamp a snowflake, and I am using this wonderful stamp set called Hello December 2015. And if you are familiar with December Daily, this is kind of like the same concept. So it's a Project Life by Stampin' Up! Stamp set. This is something that I'm going to be featuring later this month, so be sure to check back. I'll do an announcement and things like that, but I'm really excited to use this stamp set. So I'm using the smaller snowflake, and I've just got a scrap piece of Whisper White right there, and I am going to be inking this up in Pool Party. Okay, and then I'm going to take our 1.5 inch circle punch and just center that in there and then punch it out. And then that is going to be going right on top of the silver doily. I just want just a little bit of the doily showing. And I'm going to take our basic rhinestones. I'm going to get a large rhinestone and just put that right there in the middle of the snowflake. And then here I'm just going to use a little bit of snail to adhere this to the center of the doily. So it's going to look like that. Okay, and so that's just going to get popped up. But before I do that, I want to show you how I die cut this word using our new precision base plate. This is in our holiday catalog, and I have to tell you that I really wasn't too excited about it, but I kept hearing people talk about it, raving about it, so I decided to go ahead and purchase one. And I'm just here to tell you that this is a definite must, especially if you're using the thinlets, any of the thinlets, framelets that have a lot of intricate details. I've used it on my butterfly card that I just did, but let me show you how easy this thing just pops up. Look at that. Before, we used to have to use wax paper, and it wasn't difficult, but this just saves so much time. So I'm just going to pop out those little doodads, and they come out so easy. So if you have been hemming and hawing about this, definitely I recommend it. And then this is the Enjoy from our mini treat bag thinlet. Let me get the little eye. There we go. And I used this on a project a while ago, and I want to show you what I do. So let me find my scissors. So I just want Joy. So I am just going to cut off the E and the N. And now it just says Joy. So definitely look at the items that you may have on hand and find out ways to use them you know, to be able to use them in different ways. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back in, and I am going to put this up on dimensionals. Okay. And just center that, making sure I'm covering up the stale adhesive that I used to put the vellum on. So it's going to look like that. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to put Joy. I'm going to put Joy right down here in the corner. And I'm going to use my fine tip glue pen to adhere this on. And this is also in our holiday catalog. And I will tell you it is on back order, but it should be available next week. You can order it now, but it's just won't be the normal processing time. It'll be just a little bit longer, but it's so worth it. Okay, and I'm going to take the little dot for the top of the J. Oops. And there you have it. Just a really simple, elegant Christmas card using the metallic foil doilies that are on sale this week. All right, guys, if you have any questions over any of the products that I used today, please be sure to comment below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. You can go on over to my blog, which is istampin.com, subscribe over there too, so that you can always stay up to date on any new project that I have for you. And share the channel with your friends, share my blog with your friends. I truly appreciate it. And be sure to go check out that Big Shot giveaway. It's a great gift to get right before the holidays. And like I said, if you shop in my online store, for every $25, you get an entry. And then if you are interested in joining my team and wanting to do what I do, you know, read more about that. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. And then, like I said, you get extra entries. All right, guys, have a fabulous Tuesday. Bye-bye.